Okay, so AI content creation. Right. It's really shaking things up.
Yeah. It really is. It's mind-blowing, actually, the scale of what's possible now.
We're not just talking about automating a few blog posts here and
No,
there.
no, no. It's way beyond that.
You can use AI to generate images,
Images.
videos,
Absolutely.
even full-blown scripts.
And the speed, it's lightning fast.
At lightning speed, it's crazy.
What fascinates me is how it's changing how we even think about creativity.
Yeah, it's not just about...
It's not just taking a task off your plate. It's like having another creative mind in the room.
So instead of staring at a blank page,
Right.
these tools are like having the team of creatives ready to go.
I like to think of it as like, when you have writer's block
Yeah.
and you just hit a wall.
Totally.
It's like having someone there to bounce ideas off of.
So tell me more about how these tools actually work.
Well, you've got things like ChatGPT, which is great for writing.
Okay.
You give it a prompt. You can even tell it what kind of style you want.
Yeah.
Like, do you want it to sound professional or funny or whatever?
Okay.
And then it generates different options for you.
So you can pick and choose what you like.
Exactly. It's like having a bunch of drafts, but way faster.
And then there's DALL-E, right, for images.
DALL-E, that one is a game changer. You literally just describe what you want.
Like you could say, create an image of a cat wearing a hat.
And boom, it'll create it. And not just like a simple cartoon. We're talking photorealistic stuff.
That's wild. Okay, so let's say I'm into something like vintage video games.
Okay, I love it.
How could I use these tools to, build a strategy, get some attention?
Perfect example, right? So say you want to start a website reviewing these vintage games. You
Okay.
could spend hours writing descriptions, or you could feed ChatGPT some key info, maybe some fun facts, and it'll spit out something amazing.
And it would sound good.
Better than good, it can even weave in keywords for SEO.
SEO, there's that acronym again.
I know, everyone's talking about it.
But AI can help with that too.
Oh, absolutely. It's like having a secret weapon for getting your content seen.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Tell me more about this AI and SEO thing.
All right, so you've got these tools like Surfer SEO. They analyze everything, what your competitors are doing, what people are actually searching for.
So it's not just guessing, it's based on real data.
Oh yeah, it's all data-driven. It's like having a roadmap to get your content in front of the right people.
So instead of just throwing stuff online and hoping for the best.
Which, let's be honest, never really works that well.
Never. This is already blowing my mind, and we haven't even gotten to the money part.
Right, that's the fun part, how to actually make money from all this. And there are so many ways.
Like what? Give me an example.
Okay, so affiliate marketing is huge.
Affiliate marketing.
Yeah. So you're creating content. Let's stick with the vintage video games.
Okay.
You could partner with a company that sells them,
Uh-huh.
include a special link in your blog post or whatever, and if someone clicks that link and buys something, you get a commission.
So I'm like recommending something I already love,
Exactly.
and I can get paid for it.
It's a win-win.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
What about those sponsored content deals you see everywhere?
Yes. So sponsored content is where you're basically teaming up with a brand,
Okay.
but not just like a random brand. It has to be something relevant to your audience.
Right, so it's not just slapping a logo on something.
Well, no, it's got to be authentic.
So for my vintage game site,
Maybe you partner with a company that makes cool retro gaming accessories or something.
okay, I can see how that would feel more natural.
Exactly. It's all about finding those synergies. But there are other ways too.
Like what?
Have you ever thought about a membership or subscription model?
You mean like having people pay to access my content?
Kind of, but it's more than that. It's about creating a community.
Okay.
So you're offering exclusive content, maybe behind-the-scenes stuff, early access.
So it's like a VIP club for people who really love my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And people are willing to pay for that feeling of exclusivity, that deeper connection.
That's so interesting. But what about good old-fashioned advertising?
Good old ads, they're not going anywhere. But AI can make them way more effective.
Really?
Think about it. You know those platforms like Google AdSense?
Yeah.
They let you put ads on your site, but wouldn't it be better if those ads were actually relevant to your audience?
That would make way more sense.
Exactly. And that's where AI comes in. It analyzes everything, your content, user behavior.
To figure out which ads to show to who.
Exactly. So instead of just showing random ads, you're showing targeted ads that people are actually likely to click on.
This is all so much more advanced than I ever imagined. AI really is changing the game.
And we're just getting started. The key is to not be afraid to experiment, try new things, and see what works best for you.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistakes are how we learn, right?
True that. This is all incredibly exciting, but I have to admit, it's a lot to process. Where do we even begin?
Small steps, my friend. Start with one thing you want to try, whether it's experimenting with ChatGPT or looking into an SEO tool.
Don't try to do everything at once.
No, you'll just overwhelm yourself, take it one step at a time, experiment, have fun with it, and see what happens.
It's all about the journey, right?
Exactly. And who knows, you might just discover your next big passion along the way.
Okay, so we've covered generating content. We talked about different ways to actually make money from it.
Yeah, we're getting people fired up, I think.
But none of it matters if nobody sees it right.
You're preaching to the choir here. Engagement, that's the name of the game.
It's not enough to just put your content out there and hope for the best.
Nope, you gotta build a community, make those connections.
And AI can help with that.
You bet it can.
Yeah.
Think about all the data, right? Comments, likes, shares.
It's overwhelming just thinking about it.
Exactly. Too much for any human to really get a handle on. But AI eats data for breakfast.
So it can help us make sense of it all.
More than that, it can tell you what's working, what's falling flat.
So it's like having a